12 is watch out for processed meat. Now, if processed meat is all you can afford, that's still infinitely better than eating the Cheetos and the Doritos, okay? So don't feel like if all you can afford is bologna and hot dogs and Spam, do carnivore with that, but realize that's not a perfect carnivore. But you got to watch the ingredients. You got to watch for grains, because if they add grains and sugar to a hot dog, for the average person, it's going to taste better and it's going to be cheaper to make. So yeah, they're going to do that. For another day, we can talk about the artificial colors and the artificial stuff, but watch out for a term called natural flavoring. Okay, because the big food manufacturers can use that to put any damn thing into the meat that they want. There's really no restriction on using that title, so you got to watch out for that. Sugar could literally be a natural flavoring. So look at the total carb count of what you're about to buy, and if it's more than 1 gram, try to find a better source. Number 13 is salt restriction. I know, your doctor and your dietitian and your mama all told you that salt is bad for you, you should limit salt. There's just no basis in scientific fact or paleoanthropological evidence to support that. All mammals love salt and crave salt and will walk for miles to eat as much salt as they want from a salty rock or salty mud. Our ancestors in the past always made use of the blood and the organs and the marrow, all which are very high in sodium, salt. So stop being afraid of salt. You want to use a good, reliable, natural salt. My favorite is Redmond's Real Salt. Number 14 is cooking too much. You don't want to overcook your meat. So if you're currently a well-done person, I don't want you to overnight start eating medium rare. But you gotta start cooking your meat less and less. The longer you cook meat, the more you break down the vitamins in the meat, and probably you're breaking up other important micronutrients as well. Don't overcook your meat. Eating raw is okay. Eating raw is healthy. You have this very sophisticated infection control device on your body. It's called a nose. And so when you take the meat out of the packet, you smell it, it smells super fresh. You take the salmon out, you smell it, it smells super fresh. That's what your nose is for, is to protect you from eating ruined meat. Because I promise you, if an egg yolk or if a piece of meat or if some fish roe is bad, your nose is going to let you know and you shouldn't eat that. So don't be afraid to start eating some raw stuff. And even though that may gross you out right now, I promise, as you go along this carnivore journey, you're going to start to experiment with that. And that's actually a very good thing, because for the majority of our time on this planet, our ancestors ate almost all this stuff raw. Your body's capable. You just got to slowly get back into that mindset and that body set. And then number 15, and this is the one that's a little inflammatory. It may irritate some people, especially if they make thousands of dollars a month selling supplements, is you don't need to take a lot of supplements on a carnivore diet. Meat, especially organ meat, especially egg yolks, especially pastured butter, are the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. So when someone tells you that kale is a superfood or spinach is a superfood, they are misled and misinformed, and they are perhaps unintentionally misinforming you. If you put up a piece of beef liver nutritionally against the same weight of kale or spinach, the beef liver is going to blow the kale out of the water. Kale's nowhere near a superfood compared to liver, any liver, chicken liver, beef liver, goose, it doesn't matter. Liver is a multivitamin superfood. The same goes for egg yolks. If you compare the nutrition in a pastured egg yolk with any plant-based food on the planet, the egg yolk is going to win every single time. So that means you don't need to take collagen powder, because we already talked about that. You don't need to take an amino acid powder or a branched chain amino acid powder or definitely a protein powder. You're getting all that if you're eating a good, real, whole food carnivore diet. You 100% don't need to take a fiber supplement, although some people think they do. If you're having gut symptoms, then you definitely don't want to take a fiber supplement. Carnivore is going to fix your gut symptoms, whether that's irritable bowel, both diarrhea and constipation-based irritable bowel, whether that's ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease, or any other of the hundreds of gut conditions. Carnivore is going to make it better unless you add a fiber supplement. You also don't need a vitamin C supplement, or really any other vitamin supplement, especially if you're eating organs. All the livers contain a little bit of vitamin C, and we don't need as much vitamin C when we're carnivore. And the way you can know this is true is you can look at the tens and tens of thousands of carnivores who are eating according to my list, and they're not just eating deli meat that's full of the crap, they never develop a vitamin C deficiency. They never develop scurvy. Their teeth are strong and beautiful. Their skin is strong and beautiful and snaps back. Their bones don't become brittle and break because they're getting more than enough vitamin C in a well-formulated carnivore diet.